This is Timmy, 23. He struggles to fall asleep every night. Why? Well, it all started a decade ago when his friend Jeffrey gave him a flash drive. Timmy was surprised to find out the content of the flash drive his friend gave. Absolutely shocked, for he had never seen anyone engaging in sexual acts before. Hello, ma'am. Pizza here.
I don't have any money. Is there any other way I can pay?
As shocking as it was also strangely pleasurable. He didn't sleep that night. He didn't want to. Scenes of the video he watched earlier were playing in his head, exciting him immensely. Next day at school, he went straight to Jeffrey at the very first recess. The whole day he couldn't focus on anything but wonder what he would find on that flash drive. The visuals of the video kept him awake that night too. He just couldn't get enough. Porn became the first thing he thought of. Porn kept him awake as his mind was always filled with it. His frequency of watching porn increased rapidly. It became a cycle. But the videos didn't invoke the same feelings he got the first time. This got Timmy looking for more appealing content. But this habit was gradually changing the way his brain was wired. He wanted more extreme content regularly, so he spent large amounts of time towards finding them. His sleeping difficulty started getting worse with each passing day, affecting his motivation and performance at school. Further, he started becoming increasingly distant, always looking for opportunities to stay alone, to do what made him happy. We're going to the mall after class. You want to come? I have homework. But we didn't get any homework today.
Oh, it's for my math club.
But you hate math, right? I'm late. Gotta go. Bye. With the lack of social life and an environment where he was constantly asked to do better, porn became his only friend, his only means of pleasure. He was unable to break the cycle he got himself into, so he continued. But the lack of social engagement led him to being anxious in social situations. He felt a complete disconnection from reality, as there was nothing capable of captivating his attention. But that didn't last long. Despite his attempts to strike a conversation, his lack of social skills didn't appeal to Jessica. He found it hard to converse with anyone at that party. His social isolation throughout the years made him feel like he didn't belong there, in spite of them all being his batchmates. Little did he know that this happened due to his porn addiction. But since he was able to feel his best self again while watching porn, he didn't find any reason to break his habit, furthering his social awkwardness, feelings of loneliness, and an aversion to meet potential partners due to his fear of disappointing them. This constant feeling of alienation and inhibitions made him feel under stress, altering his mood greatly. Timmy became easily irritable, destroying the relationships he had with people around him. This state affected his work relationships as well. His managers were unhappy with his performance, while Timmy could only think of pornographic content. Constant visualization of porn also made him engage in risky behaviors. He started picturing sexual acts with his co-workers while being at work, and even going to the extent of watching porn at work. Being out of a job, having no friends, and a completely non-existent social life led him to feel sad, empty, and completely ostracized from society. Self-doubt, emptiness, and alienation didn't help with his existing sleeping difficulty either. Instead, it took him to the dark layer of depression. One of the top neurosurgeons in the United States, Dr. Don Hilton, who's been studying the effects of porn on the human brain for years, claims that internet porn is just as addictive as cocaine. His extensive experiments and research gave him conclusive evidence that pornography has the same effects on the brain that cocaine has. The addict would crave it, want more of it, and want it right then and there, just like Timmy. The study also found out that high-speed internet cause shrinkage in the gray matter in parts of the brain associated with decision making and motivation. The more hours a person watches, the more the gray matter shrinks. Many argue that watching porn is completely normal and healthy. And it is, but only to an extent. Many argue that watching porn is completely normal and healthy. And it is, but only to an extent. Internet porn, being a relatively new concept, has not yet been studied extensively. But the studies conducted all found evidence to prove that it is highly dangerous for your mental health and well-being. But the good news is, all these changes are reversible. There are many techniques that will help individuals reboot their brain and return it to their previous, healthier state. We'll discuss these techniques in depth in upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.